Data manipulation. In this video, we'll touch on maintaining the integrity of your data as you manipulate it to get your datasets analysis ready. In your data, you may find missing or unexpected values. Part of working with your data will then involve investigating these situations and choosing how to handle them. A few practices can help you to avoid additional challenges during your investigation. Missing values are common in data. For example, a survey participant may choose not to respond to a question, or an instrument may malfunction and fail to provide a reading. When you identify missing values in your data, handle them carefully to avoid affecting later analyses. Instead of leaving values blank, you may want to identify missing values within the data by using codes. This can make it easier to analyze the data later. Common codes for missing text include NA, which can mean not available or not applicable. None and null are also used often. Codes should not occur in the data, though, such as here, where none is also a valid response to the question, not an indicator that there was no response. Null is more appropriate than none in this instance. Common codes for missing numbers usually include stand-ins that will not occur in the data, such as 9999, 99.9, negative 99.9. Make sure to also document what your codes mean. Since both none and null are used in this dataset, it's especially important to note the difference. In tabular data, if you want to make notes within the data, you can use a separate column to qualify or flag missing values. For example, question omitted or thermometer broke. Outliers need to be treated differently than missing values. Outliers are extreme values for a variable given the statistical model being used. It is important to find outliers in anomalies in data in order to determine whether the data may be contaminated. If you find values in your data that are unexpected, or maybe errors, these values may need to be investigated more closely and possibly ignored during the analysis. However, they shouldn't be deleted from your data. Even if the outliers are ignored during analysis, this should be done with careful consideration and verification that they don't represent true phenomena. Sometimes outliers are valid and indicate a new finding. If you find outliers or anomalies in your data, flag them as unusual. Again, use a separate column in your table to flag particular values. As you make changes to your data, keep in mind that you may decide that you want to go back and look at your data prior to a change. For this reason, keep a copy of your original, or raw, data untouched and separate from your working copies. If you do go back, make a new copy to work with, and again, keep the original intact. This lets you refer back to the initial state of your data at any point. We've reviewed a few practices to keep in mind while working with your data. If you want to learn more about good research data practices, check out our other data management videos in this series.